Hello and welcome to this episode. Today we'll be talking about the use of forensic science and technology as provided for in the BNSS 2023. The question is, can science help deliver justice? Well, the answer has to be in the affirmative, and the new law aims to ensure exactly that. So let's take it from the top. We open with this image of a modern-day forensic lab. This is where science meets justice. Microscopes, DNA scanners, digital forensics tools, and more. All of them are used to find answers to questions that arise. At a crime scene, we now move to a crime scene where the police are busy gathering evidence. There are a few things to note here. First, this is an indoor scene, but there could also be an outdoor scene. Second, the focus is on two things: preserving the scene and collecting evidence. Let's now move back to the lab. We will soon see how all of this evidence is brought here. But first, some basic definitions. What is forensic science? Put simply, it involves using scientific techniques to analyze crime evidence. Think fingerprints, DNA, bloodstains, digital data, weapon residue, even things like bite marks. These are all pieces of physical evidence. They could link a suspect to a crime scene, or they could help establish a suspect's innocence. In essence, forensic science is about three things. Identification, it's about identifying suspects through fingerprints, DNA, etc. Secondly, it's about individualization, that is, individual suspects, through unique combinations of evidence. And lastly, it's about exclusion, that is, excluding suspects through lack of evidence. Let's come back to the crime scene. Here the police are dusting for fingerprints. You might be wondering what happens next. Let's take a closer look at this process. Now we move to a section that deals with the use of forensics. Before that, a quick recap. As we said earlier, forensic science is about using scientific techniques to analyze crime evidence. It helps identify, individualize, and exclude suspects. We now come to a provision in the BSS that talks about forensic assistance. When is it compulsory? According to the law, forensic assistance is compulsory in 8 categories of cases. Number 1, cases where the punishment is 7 years or more. Number 2, sexual offenses. Number 3, custodial deaths. Number 4, explosions. Number 5, organized crimes. Number 6, offenses against state. Number 7, offenses related to drugs. And number 8, offenses related to cyber terrorism. We now move to the next section. Let's talk about the various tools of forensic science. DNA profiling. It matches a suspect's DNA to that of a victim or a crime scene sample. Next, fingerprint analysis. It confirms the identity of a person through their fingerprints. Next, ballistics. It traces weapons used in crimes like shootings. Next, digital forensics. It recovers data from mobile phones and computers. It could involve deleted files or messages. Next, toxicology. It tests for poisons and drugs in a sample. Next, voice recognition. It identifies individuals based on their voice. And finally, facial recognition. It uses CCTV footage to identify suspects. We now move to the next section. Let's understand how all of these tools work together to solve a case. Let's imagine a case of sexual assault. Earlier, the victim's testimony was often the most important piece of evidence. Now, thanks to BNSS, the law provides for a medical exam to collect DNA. The clothes that the victim was wearing are then tested in a lab. Any DNA found on those clothes could match the attacker's DNA. Also, if there is CCTV footage, it is analyzed for any images of the accused. If there is a mobile phone used by the accused, then it's searched for chats or call logs that could link him to the crime. So you get the idea. Moving on, let's look at a related case law. In 2013, the Indian Supreme Court delivered a landmark judgment. It was a case called Manoharlal Sharma versus Principal Secretary. The court held that in the modern era, no investigation is complete without forensic input. We now move to the next section. The court said that, but how does one actually go about it? Well, the answer lies in the next section. What does the bill say? The first thing it talks about is the chain of custody. Every piece of evidence collected must be sealed. And this includes everything from weapons to clothes to gadgets to body samples. Each item is placed in a sealed bag. It contains information such as the date and time of collection, the place of discovery, and the signature of the police officer who found it. Once this is done, the evidence is sent to the forensic lab. What about digital evidence? Well, the bill takes care of that too. It mandates a digital logging system. This means that the officer who collects the evidence enters details into a digital database. This includes photographs, videos, screenshots, and documents. This approach ensures several things. 1. It eliminates the possibility of tampering with evidence. 2. It establishes a clear timeline of events. And 3. It assigns responsibility to specific police officers. Next, the bill talks about the forensic report. It must contain specific information. For example, the request from the police, the purpose of the test, the date and time of the analysis, the name of the expert, and of course, the results. If the analysis is inconclusive, that must be stated clearly too. Another important aspect is the submission of the report. The forensic report must reach the court within the stipulated time frame. This is specified by the rules framed by the government. Additionally, the investigating officer is responsible for communicating any updates regarding the report to both the public prosecutor and the court. Moving on, let's discuss another important provision. It deals with the preservation of evidence. The police must protect all potential sources of evidence until the investigation is complete. This includes the crime scene, weapons, documents, digital devices, and any other relevant material. If evidence is accidentally destroyed, the police must immediately inform the court. The court can then decide on further action. The next section is titled Use of Technology. Under the BNS, the police can use technology in 4 main areas. Number 1. Body-worn cameras. These are small cameras attached to a police uniform. They record video during an arrest or an interaction with a suspect. Such videos can provide clear and unbiased accounts of what happened. The second area is online storage of evidence. The BNS encourages storing evidence, especially digital evidence, in a secure online system. This makes it easily accessible to the police and the courts while maintaining its integrity. The third area is digital charge sheets. The bill promotes creating and serving charge sheets electronically. This ensures that the accused receives a clear and detailed account of the charges against him. The fourth area is analyzing crime patterns using artificial intelligence. By studying past crime patterns, law enforcement can predict future criminal behavior and allocate resources more efficiently. Finally, let's talk about the impact of the BNS on citizens. The bill aims to bring about significant changes in the way justice is delivered. For citizens, this translates into 5 key improvements. 1. Faster trials. The use of technology and forensic science streamlines the trial process, leading to quicker resolutions. 2. More accurate trials. Forensic evidence reduces uncertainties and doubts in trials, providing a clearer picture of what happened. 3. Fewer wrongful arrests. Proper forensic analysis can sometimes prevent wrongful arrests by establishing a suspect's innocence beyond doubt. 4. Stronger convictions. In cases of heinous crimes, forensic evidence can provide the necessary proof for strong convictions. 5. Greater faith in the system. As the justice system becomes more transparent and accountable, citizens have greater faith in its ability to deliver fair and impartial justice. The journey towards justice through science is not without its challenges. The BNS recognizes this and seeks to address key issues that hinder the use of forensic science and technology. The bill aims to tackle 3 main challenges. The first challenge is the shortage of forensic labs. The BNS encourages setting up more forensic labs, especially in districts that don't have them. It also promotes upgrading existing labs to handle a wider range of forensic tests. The second challenge is the lack of training for police personnel. The bill addresses this by mandating forensic training for all police officers. This training will be integrated into their regular curriculum. The third challenge is the delay in getting forensic reports. The bill seeks to minimize these delays by setting time limits for forensic analysis. It also promotes the use of technology to expedite the reporting process. So there you have it. a comprehensive look at the use of forensic science and technology as envisioned by the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023. The bill represents a significant step towards a more scientific and therefore a more just society. It ensures that in the fight against crime, science is your strongest witness. If you liked this episode, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. And if you have any feedback or suggestions, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching.